Hey guys, I'm Brisa and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do this look. It's my take on a day-to-day glam look, like however you want to take it. It's just a glowy look. If you want to see how I did this, keep watching. Okay, so we're first going to start out with brows, and for my brows I use this eyebrow duo brush by e.l.f. It's really skinny, like at the tip, and so it can make those really precise lines that you need for your brows. And I'm also going to be using this e.l.f. pomade in medium brown and this Morphe 350 palette to fill in my brows. Okay, so we're going to be starting out with brows, and for my brows I like to use this eyebrow duo brush by e.l.f. It's really skinny and precise to make those precise lines that you need. And I'm also using this eyebrow pomade by e.l.f. in the shade medium brown, and also the Morphe 350 palette to fill in my brows. So we're gonna get a little bit of pomade on the tip of our brush and start in the middle of our eyebrow and create the arch that you want all the way down to the tail of your brow. And you can make it as dark as you want or as light as you want. Then you're gonna do the same thing to the bottom, just right in the middle, not too close to the front so it doesn't look so blocky when you blend it out and fill it in. You're gonna go the same thing, following the natural shape of your brow all the way down to the tail. Now with all the extra pomade on your brush, you're gonna go from the front really lightly to the line in the middle to create more of a gradient from light to dark, so it doesn't look so blocky. With the extra pomade you have, after doing all of it really lightly, you're gonna go under your brow and do the same thing you did to the top, but not too harsh, or else it'll look really blocky. And what I like to do, because my hair is red toned, I like to go with the Morphe 350 palette and go in with this more auburn shade and just trace over those lines from the middle to the tail. After you went ahead and outlined it twice on the bottom and the top with the pomade and powder, you're going to do the same thing to your next eyebrow. Now with your pomade, to fill it in, you're going to go in and fill in the end of your brow up until that middle point where you started, and fill it in as dark as you want. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in the extra little spots that I missed with that same auburn powder that I used before. Now with all the extra pomade and powder that you have on your brush, you're gonna lightly feather in the beginning of your brow just to make a gradient. Now you're gonna take your spoolie and blend out all of the pomade and powder that you just set down so it doesn't look so harsh when you're concealing. Now that we're done shaping and filling in our brows, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Warm, and also this e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation, and mixing those two together. Now I'm going to take the e.l.f. concealer brush and go in with a little bit on my brush of the shade that I just made with the concealer and foundation mix, and I'm going to start right in the middle and just carve out my arch. Now that I have my whole arch carved out, I'm going to go in with the littlest bit. This is extra from when I did it, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit and just try to make a straight line connecting from the front of your brow, like kind of the little crease that you kind of have right here, continuing the line. So now that you have your whole brow carved out, you're just gonna do the same thing to the other brow. Now with a beauty blender or a beauty sponge, just go in with the bigger end and try to blend down to your eyelid. Now that you blend it down to your eyelid, just blend in any harsh lines that you see. I personally like taking the big end and going a little bit over the tip of the front part of my eyebrow, just to make it more of a blend than it already was. Now I'm gonna go in with my foundation and take a little bit on the back of my hand to do the top of my brows. How I do the top of my brows is I go in flat on the flat side of the brush and start at the top and just make a straight line all the way up until the arch. Now that I get to the arch, I like to curve it out and really shape out the tail. After I'm done with that, I always go in with the excess that was on my brush, and I like to carve out the arch again just to make it more defined. And now with your beauty blender or sponge, you're just gonna go up and pull up the foundation, and in the front just do the same technique that we did earlier, just blend it into the front of your brow. Now that you have your brows on and blended, you could go in with the spoolie and brush through them one more time if to get all the hairs one way. And sorry that this was like kind of a rough tutorial on how to do your eyebrows, because I wanted to make it quick, but I will be posting a pictorial on how to do them if you didn't really get it on this video on my makeup account, which is Makeup by Brisa. That'll be it for the eyes because we're not doing anything crazy today. So now we're gonna go in with the face makeup. Now I'm gonna take this e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer and put it all over my T-zone and on my cheek area. Now we're just gonna rub it in all over our face to get a really good base layer. Now that I have my primer on, I'm gonna take the e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation and just put it on the top half of my face, under my eyes, kind of like in the cheek area, and just blend it. Now with whatever extra foundation's on my sponge, I'm gonna take it to my forehead. Sorry if you hear some noise in the background there. I think they're putting wood floor in my sister's room, but I don't personally like putting like a squirt of foundation on my forehead because I don't like it to look cakey. I just think it looks really bad like that, and I have a lot of little bumps on my forehead, so that is why I do what I do, like take the extra. Now that we did the top half of my face, I'm gonna go in with a little bit on my cheeks and just blend it all over. Since we're going for a more glowy look today, I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. It leaves a satin finish, so I think it's really good for like glowy looks. And this is in the shade Medium Peach, and I'm just gonna go a little under my eyes to cover those bags, a little on my nose, and a little on my lip, and just the areas that need to be covered. Since we want more of a glowy look, we're gonna just go ahead and skip setting and go straight into baking. And I like to go straight on the bridge of my nose, under my eyes, and around my smile line. I forgot to mention that I'm using the Makeup Revolution banana powder, but I'm gonna let this sit for like 5 minutes. Now that we're done baking, I just went ahead and wiped it off with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go in with this e.l.f. bronzer and blush palette, and I'm gonna go in with this darker shade right here and just bronze up my cheeks and my nose and my forehead. Sorry that the lighting keeps changing, and I'm in front of my window trying to get good lighting, so sorry it keeps changing. Now that we're done bronzing, I'm gonna go in with the same palette and take these 2 blush shades on this little blush brush and just put it all over my nose, the tip of my nose. I honestly think it makes you look cute when you look like you're getting freaking hypothermia, if that's even what it's called, I don't even know. And then just on my cheeks. And now I'm going in with this dense brush, and I'm going in with this highlight. It's like kind of gold, but I don't know where it's from or anything because I got it for my birthday and it was just in a box, so yeah. But we're gonna highlight the main points of our face, like my nose especially, because I don't know, I really like my nose. And just on my cheeks, cheekbones, and then my brow bone. We're gonna take it to our brow bone up here and on my cupid's bow. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my e.l.f. mascara and curl my eyelashes and put some mascara on and get ready for my lashes. Now I'm gonna go in my lashes. These are by Beauty by Heidi on Instagram. It will be right there. You could say you came from Makeup by Brisa to get a discount. These are in the style Queen. And they're all super cheap, so I really recommend getting them. And they're really good quality too. Now that our lashes are on, I'm just gonna take a Q-tip and clean the foundation off my lips. So after all that, I cleaned off my lips, I'm gonna take this thin brush, let me see it, and I'm gonna take this red lip gloss from Brilliant Effects. I got this a long time ago, I never really used it, but I'm gonna take it and just put a little bit on the tip of my brush and outline. Now that I'm done outlining, I'm gonna take my little concealer brush and just go and outline and clean up all the little bumps that I've made. Now that we cleaned it up, I'm going in with the gloss that I was previously using to outline and just carefully putting it all over the lip. Lastly, I'm gonna take my little angled brush and a little bit of pomade on it and just enhance all my beauty marks on my face. that were covered up with foundation. So that'll be it for this look. I hope you liked it. All my socials will be right here. Don't forget to subscribe and like and comment whatever you want to see me do next. Follow Beauty by Heidi on Instagram. It'll be right there above my Instagram to get bomb lashes for cheap, and you could get it for delivery, pickup, or ship, like for it to ship to you. She's coming out with new boxes and new lashes, so make sure to go follow her too. Bye.